1. Okay.
Alright, tell me, should you count down the time?
Yep. You do the... I failed to do this again. Hold on.
The children
Reset.
of the north
Okay.
hear
You
tales of
count
the
down to 1 and
end
I'll
of the
click
world.
stop.
Okay. I'll on go, okay?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go!
Good luck.
Thanks. Hey guys, welcome to Rune. That guy's Sigurd. Remember his name. Remember Sigurd. That's your homework for today. Alright, so this is just a 3D action adventure game with some combat and stuff. Nice to see my boys in chat. Alright, so we're heading for the first fight of the game. The guy is called Ulf. He's pretty cool.
Many hours you've trained. One might think you would know better than to keep me waiting. You're a good boy, but don't think I can't cut a stripling down to size. You may have bested Sigurd and been named the Odin's Blade, but the ceremony at the Rune Stone is nothing but words. Tradition says that before you truly become a man, you must face the most skilled warrior in the village.
I don't know who he's talking to.
Me. This is the true trial. Defeat me in combat, and your place among us as a warrior is assured. Defend yourself.
Alright, so that cutscene glitch, I don't know why that works. But we can just walk up behind him,
Where did you?
get a little gank on him.
The trial is over. For I can see that there is no more I can teach you. I trust experience to show you the rest.
ASMR shit.
Messengers on the beach! Konrak has besieged Copper Rood and their runestone is under attack. We go to their aid.
It seems that we have completed your training just in time, Ragnar. To the longship.
Alright, there's some like introduction cutscenes here. We're gonna skip the ones we can. I'm gonna tell you the story, don't worry. Don't worry, you won't miss any of the deep lore.
Warrior, the time for your death is not yet at hand.
The lore is so deep that even like 1,000 years ago people believed in this, so it's pretty cool. Alright, so what happened in the cutscene we just skipped is that everyone died. Everyone in our village died. We're part of some guys called the Odin's Blade, and we're supposed to protect runestones. And the reason why we protect these runestones is that the runestones prevent Loki from taking over the world and doing Ragnarok, you know? Starting the end of the world. So that's essentially what we're trying to do in this game. The bad guys in this game, there's a bad guy called Konrak and he's like the villain of this game, but he just follows Loki, I guess. Right there I did the main glitch of the game. It's just quick saving and quick loading while holding space. That's all you do. You just quick save, quick load while holding space, and you fly up in the air forever. Infinite jumps. As you can probably, some of you guys will probably spot this at first glance. This game is made in the Unreal Engine, so it has the same bugs and glitches that Quake has, for example. Well, not Quake, obviously. Unreal Engine, Unreal. I didn't mean Quake. So it features like the same type of movement. So we're just gonna like side dash all the time, and we're gonna have the quick save, quick load glitch. Right now we would just really wanna avoid getting hit by those plant alien things, because they latch onto you and you just fly around, and it's not fun. Alright, there are some unskippable cuts in this game, because we haven't found skips for them, and this is one of them. I'll not talk over it, the voice acting is good.
Hear me, son of Jarl. I am Odin, and know that it is the All-Father himself who has saved you from certain death. You seek vengeance upon Konrak, and I have granted you this chance. Your journey through the Underworld will be rife with danger, and you must arm yourself against the creatures that dwell within these caverns. But when next you breathe the open air, you will stand outside the fortress defiled by the betrayer, the city of Thorstadt. Good journey, warrior, and do not squander this opportunity.
All right, so a lot of people have played this game, but it seems like a lot of people have just played the multiplayer. The feedback, like when I talk to people, the only people who really recognize Rune is the people who played the multiplayer. But the single player is actually a real gem, and a lot of people missed out on it. I guess I could talk about some of the versions, since I saw people mention the PS2 version, for example. I'm playing on the Rune Classic version. This is a 2012 version, like a repackage of the game. There's pretty much two games you can get, two versions you can get digitally. It's the Rune Gold version, which is just the original game with some DLC, with the multiplayer DLC. And that features like the full game. This is Rune Classic. It actually has some less maps and some changes to the gameplay. So if you want the full Rune experience, you should probably get the gold version, to be honest. I think you get both if you buy it on GOG anyway, though. Also, this game has a PS2 version, which I haven't gotten to finish, sadly, because it lags too hard when I try to emulate it. And yeah, I'm not going to find a copy of it, to be honest. I mean, like the point of this game is the movement and the combat, you know, and it feels really good with the mouse and the keyboard. I don't think this translates well to the PS2 controller. I don't think it would. Okay, so now we're just entering Hell's domain in the Underworld. If you know your Norse mythology, Hel is the daughter of Loki.
Me, Ragnar. Your route to vengeance leads through this, the boundaries of Hell's domain. She will not take kindly to your presence. And as you walk among the souls of the dishonored, you must defend yourself well. A moment's weakness, and you will never again walk the sunlit lands.
Enjoy the wobbly lava texture. That's my favorite. So since like Loki is like the villain of this game, all our goal is pretty much to prevent Loki from starting Ragnarok. And his daughter Hel is like, she controls the Underworld here, right? So she sends undead warriors to Loki's army. And helps him. So she's like one of the factions that help Loki. We're gonna murder our way through more factions though, so don't worry. It's not just undead. Also here I can showcase probably one of the best things about this game is that you can control where your punches go. There's different attacks for different movement. And you can like cut the heads off skeletons, for example. And when you cut the heads off skeletons, they don't know where to go, so they just strike in random directions. Because they can't see. I don't know how they see in the first place though, but yeah, look at that guy. Pretty cute. And that's a zombie to the left there. Zombies, you can only cut their heads off. That's the only way you can kill them. Also, you can pick up their heads, which is really cool. I believe that's a multiplayer mode. It's called Headball, I think. I don't know how it works though. I actually never played the multiplayer. It's cool to see somebody in the chat here having played the game. It's definitely a gem. I don't know how I feel about the Dark Souls references though. The combat system sounds like Jedi Academy. You wouldn't be very wrong. It is very much like it. Also, this is a really cool cool mechanic where you can toss your weapons around. A lone warrior, all alone, she says. Hmm. Alright, we just got a torch there. We had to pick it up so we couldn't get through the door there. The torch is actually a pretty good weapon because it one-shots zombies at easy. I don't know if it does it in medium though. Of course we run on easy, like the medium difficulty doesn't really add much for me at least. It just adds like damage to the enemies and health, I think. Not really that interesting speed-wise. So here we're going to use the quick save, quick load, jumping glitch over and over. There we go. And I think this is a strat found by the current world record holder in all categories. It's a speed demon, cryptoid. Here we can just clip through the ledges there. You probably don't understand anything that's happening here. There's just loading screens and flying in between some frames. Trust me, it's pretty good behind the loading screen. You have to like time your quick save, quick loads to get the maximum amount of air from the jumping. It's kinda cool. Though the most satisfying thing about this game is just dodging around, you know. That's what makes a good game, is just good movement for me at least. Good movement is the key. And this game definitely has that. Alright, here we're going to try to not get a boulder in our head. That's pretty ideal. And just more quick save, quick loading. Don't worry though, this isn't all of the game. We don't quick save, quick load everywhere. Because the level design, they actually proved it very well so that you can't just like quick save, quick load out of bounds and just walk to the end. They actually have invisible ceilings and walls everywhere. Maybe they knew about the glitch, I'm not sure. Okay, good, we made it up here. And also this game can be really hard to run if you have a bad system. Because the quick save, quick loads aren't really going to be so quick, are they? And my PC isn't really very high end, so it could probably be better. Alright, here we're gonna like bait the zombie over here and he'll crush the rock there. There we go. I don't know why it does that, but it does it, and I'm happy about it. Alright, coming up is actually a 25-second cutscene that's unskippable. Until this week, where I found a way to skip it. You just walk to the right here. Oh fuck. I guess I have to do it again. Okay, you just walk to the right here. There we go. Good. GG. Maybe it would be slow if you play on the Game Boy. I'm looking forward to the Game Boy port of this game. Hope it's better than the PS2 port. Actually, there's a successor coming to this game though. It's just called Rune. Yeah, I hope it's gonna be cool. That's really the only reason I'm running it for this marathon. Is so that I can beg the Rune developers to send me a beta key. I'll just send them the VOD and say like I gave them publicity, send me the beta key and I'll get a free game. So I'm just using you guys really. It was essentially, it was gonna be called like Rune Ragnarok, but they just scrapped that name. I don't know why. I think Rune Ragnarok was a pretty good game, good name. It was a good game. Alright, so here we're gonna like, I don't know why, I think there's like a trigger there. If you reach a certain altitude, the door opens. So you can just jump on the cage there and the door opens, and it's GG. Yeah, the quick save, quick load thing is the same in Unreal. Alright, so here we just have to go and flick two levers and then we're on to another elevator. I guess I can talk about the if you see a lot of bars on my screen. I guess the red one should be quite obvious what it is if you've ever touched a video game. The gray one is my shield bar. It controls how much health my shield has, and I can block attacks and stuff with a button. But it's pretty useless. You actually don't use it at all in the in the casual run. Even like just playing it casually, not even speedrunning it. It's just like, why? You don't need to use it. Why would you stand there and block when you can just hit damage instead? And the yellow bar is our rune power. Every weapon has a different rune power. That when you activate it, you get like a special attack effect. This sword has like a lifesteal thing, and that's really useful in casual, because it like instantly fills your health bar up. And we have to collect runes around the map to get our rune power up so we can use the special abilities. If you noticed how I just activated the walls earlier there, I was actually hitting switches through the wall. Alright, this is one of the painful rooms, man. It's just filled with deadly traps that just instantly kill you. Like that. I just showcased that, by the way. That's why I died. Just so I could show you how dangerous it is. But luckily we're cheaters and lousy PC gamers, so we can just utilize our quick save. Quick save, quick loads, you know? This one can be kinda hard. I think it's the easiest one of the rooms though. Just jump. It's like a jump rope. Yeah, sometimes you have to wait for the cycles, obviously. Don't worry, there's not more cycles in this game. Pretty much nothing I have to wait for later in terms of traps. Yeah, I've tried for hours to find a skip for this room so we can get through this, which is what we're opening now with the laser that's shooting from there. You can actually destroy the first wall with your sword, but then there's a second wall that is indestructible without the laser. So that kind of sucks. That's kind of demotivating. Finding the skip for the first wall and you're like, wow, I found the skip! Finally I won't have to do the traps. And then there's a second wall and you're just like, oh no.
There are many you know in my realm, warrior. Perhaps you might even find your father among the dishonored souls you slay with such abandon.
This is unskippable, obviously. I'm not gonna let skippable cutscenes play. But you know. Alright, this is this is the final room of the Hell's Domain section of the game where we fight Hell's minions. Soon we're gonna enter a new section of the game with new enemies and new areas. Now we're gonna do a little cool skip called the elevator skip. I think I just called it elevator skip now. It's because I'm not creative. You can just walk through the bars there. They don't have collision. I believe Cryptoid 98, world record holder of this. He found that. I haven't contributed much to this game. Alright, now we're entering a new part with a new like faction, I guess. These are the Goblins. They're the underrated faction of this game, I'd say. You know, I don't think the Goblins actually have a purpose in Loki's plan of Ragnarok, because like every other faction has a part to play in Ragnarok. The humans, they just like fight the other humans to get to the runestones and destroy them. The dwarves create weapons, And Hell's minions, they become like super minions. So they all have like a purpose to fight. The goblins though, I don't know what they do, man. They just hang out, you know, eat fruit off their bushes, enjoy their killing arena and their bouncy tents. And but they're also like discriminated against. And this is why I don't like the dwarves of this game. They're dicks, and also they keep the goblins slaves. You'll see that later. You'll see a horrific imagery of the goblins having to do slave work for the dwarves. Hope you enjoyed the loading screen here. This part is actually really fun and casual. In the speedrun though, we just jump past everything. Because you like bounce on the tents and stuff. It's really fun. Alright, now we got caught by the stupid goblins here. They're just capturing us for their entertainment though. It's fine. Thanks for the seizure. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. If I had like a supercomputer, the loading would probably be really slow. No, really quick. Not slow. It would be quick, so you wouldn't have so much of a seizure. You just get a small seizure. To be honest, you just gotta deal with that. Alright, so now we're drugged out from the goblins. Ready to be put into their arena for their entertainment. Alright, so that's a Wendel, I believe it's called. They say it later in the game, but I haven't seen like how they type it. I don't really know how they say. I just try to reproduce what they say, and it's a Wendel if you listen to what the guys say. But we don't actually face it because we have the power of infinite jump, so we can just skip it by getting a sword and just getting out of there quick. Now though, there's gonna be probably the best cutscene in the game, but it's pretty long and nothing really happens. It's the Beetle cutscene. It is really epic though. But if you want to go to the toilet or grab a little coffee or something, you know, now would be the time. Also, if we have any donations, now would also be the time for that. I don't think I've seen the donation meter go up anything anyway. You guys should donate. Now we're past the point of getting people to ESA. Now we're collecting money for Save the Children directly, so you guys should put your schmeckles into the donation. Yeah, I'm running this on an SSD to get it to load quicker. I mean, if somebody came and made a load remover, that would be fine, but you know, I don't recommend going into this game to try to run it competitively. You know. I don't think you'll have a lot of fun trying to do this competitively. This is more of a fun run just to do. Yeah, I wish you could control the beetle. I say the bee because they have like beehives, but really it's a beetle. But now our beetle died, sadly, so rest in peace to that guy. 1 minute of silence. You probably won't see anything here. I actually don't see much either, because I got sun on my screen actually a little bit. Okay, there we go. I got through it. Because this guy is a magician. He just disappears. Really cool. So the Vikings actually have the powers to just disappear when they walk around corners that you're not supposed to be around.
He is upon us.
And throughout the game you get like all these types of cool like armors. Now we're like shirtless, cool Viking guy. Later we'll get like cool dwarf armor. And in the end it will be like a super cool demon looking guy. Pretty cool. This section can be quite a pain in like casual, because the boulders seem like very random. And they might even kill us now, but they didn't. By the way, that Grendel just leaves us alone, because we're not supposed to be this quick. So he just teleports over there again. The game just doesn't expect us to be this quick. And his AI doesn't notice us yet, because he's on a route to go to somewhere, and he won't be disturbed. How does dwarf armor fit you? That's a good question. I have no clue. They have all these like hippie signs. I don't know why they have hippie signs. If anybody knows why the Viking guys have hippie signs, I'd like to know that. Alright, so what we do here is we just go on top of Torstad. This is the town. And just get into a trigger there. Listen to this guy though.
Who is that?
It's my favorite line in the game. Who is that? I just love that guy. He's my favorite guy. And he's dead. So I guess he wasn't Ragnar's favorite guy. Oh yeah, I guess I haven't told you Ragnar is our name. Is the character's name. The guy with the sexy long nice blonde hair. So Torstad is probably one of my favorite places in the game. Because the enemies are so fun to fight. These Viking guys are really fun to fight. But in the speedrun we don't really fight them. We have to fight a couple, but not too many. Yeah, this outfit is one of my favorites too. It's really cool. But I think I'll give it to the Dwarven outfit actually. If we don't count the demon form as an outfit, I'll give it to the Dwarven armor thing, because that's really badass. Also, there's guys that they bully you for having long nice hair here. It's kind of sad actually. They're just jealous really of our magnificent hair. Alright, here is actually one of the places where we can go out of bounds, because they didn't add an invisible wall. I don't know. It seems kind of inconsistent that they didn't, but you know. So we can just go out of bounds here, dodge a little bit, and then go back in bounds into the end of the little map section here. And there we go. One of the shortest maps in the game. I'll drink mead from your skull, that guy says. We skipped him though, but he says that. And if you guys played Mountain Blade Warband, you know that line too from there. Alright, now we freed the Grendel. The Grendel is our buddy now. I'm just gonna say Grendel. It might be Grendel. Like Grendel sounds like I don't know, a super old elementary school teacher. I'm not sure if Gwendel's the coolest name. Alright, we got a really sick mace now. It deals a lot of damage. We don't need to fight these guys, they're stuck in the cutscene. And the game doesn't expect you to be quicker than the Grendel. So we just walk through the wall there. It's kinda nice. Grendel. It might be the Grendel actually, you might be right there. Alright, in this section we actually have to kill the guys. For once. But they're not really a big problem, because we're playing on easy for one. And we have a super powerful mace that just decimates anyone. And also we picked up a blue runestone there. The blue runestones gain you, grant you maximum HP increase. They're like the secret health things that you can pick up for more max health. But a lot of them are just out of our way, so we're not gonna pick them up, obviously. Also, we're playing on easy, so we don't actually need them that much either. But yeah, now we're getting to the end of the like human faction section. The human faction is led by the guy I said you should remember from the beginning, called Sigurd. You probably don't remember him, but then you should now. And Sigurd, he's like a leader of the men, and they help like Conrack take over a lot of villages and stuff. But as you'll see in the cutscene, unskippable 2-minute cutscene now, something happens. You should watch the cutscene, by the way. The voice acting is good. Or you could go get a coffee or a toilet break. That's up to you. You know?
And I have served you well, Conrack. Under my command, we have laid waste to another score of villages, and now lie within a half-day's march to Wotankeld. But the men begin to grumble about such wanton destruction on their own lands. When our campaign comes to an end, what will remain? It is time to drop this charade of worshipping Loki, lest its magics forever corrupt us.
The dogs of war turn against their master. You are skilled with a blade, Sigurd, but you are blind to the grand schemes of my master. A leader of men you may be, but we have no further use for you or any thrall you might call a warrior.
You dare call us dogs? If these are the rewards of loyalty, I declare the hounds free of the kennel.
Let me show you the rewards of true loyalty. Mortals may call me the betrayer, but the master of this temple has rewarded my devotion with a true army. See for yourself the power of Loki.
This is really scary, by the way, so I would look away. If you're afraid of like skeleton looking demon things, you know, now's the time to close your eyes. These guys are almost as skinny as me. Alright, so what happened there is that Sigurd, like, he just wanted to join in on the world domination for like power and stuff like that. But when Conrack wanted to like start Ragnarok, Sigurd we didn't really want to join in on that, so they just fought. And now we got his axe. Sigurd's nice axe. Thick axe. Alright, now we're entering just some sections of just no cutscenes, pretty much no fighting, just like movement. Some quick save jumping, you know. Leading up to the next part of the game, which features another faction. Now we've been through the Underworld faction of Hell. We've been through the human faction. And now we're going to see another faction soon. I think I've spoiled it already, but if you didn't catch it, I'll not spoil it for you who didn't catch it. Hint, they're not really tall. You see, the goblins are just like, they just stood there and hit their drum. Like, come on. How can you hate the goblins? I think the goblins are the best faction in this game, to be honest. Also, the peace signs, I don't know why they're peace signs. I don't get that at all. Also, the trees. I don't I don't know why they do this. They do this when you like quick save, quick load too much, they get like stuck in the ground. So if you quick save, sometimes they pop back up. They just forgot how to be a tree for a little bit, I guess. And now it's ice section time. And well, we've been in like the snow section for a little while, but now there's some ice. And in video games, ice, I like the look of ice places, but generally they have ice physics, and ice physics are the bane of my existence. But luckily, there aren't ice physics in this game, because the guys who made this game actually like have half a brain. By the way, the guy who made this, Human Head Studios, the guys that founded it were guys from Raven Software. And if you've played Heretic or Hexen, they made those. So you know, they have a pretty good track record, for me at least. I really like Heretic. I haven't finished Hexen though, but Heretic is a really good game. And so is this. I think yeah. So now we're reaching the end of the like ice section here, and we're gonna do a little leap of faith here. A casual mid-air splash there. Good times. Don't worry, we just got a little stuck there. And don't think about that. Nothing fatal, don't worry. Also, swimming is quicker underwater than like over water, if you can say that. Yeah, that's the problem I had with Hexen, is that I just got confused on where to go, and I'm really bad at knowing where to go in games. I'm very easily confused. I need myself a good linear game with you know, so I don't get confused. Because I have like an IQ of maybe at best 4. A peak IQ of 4. And here's the guy, here's the faction. If you guessed right, 10 points to you. They're dwarves. That's the final faction. Ding ding. The guy who guessed the giants, you get minus 10 points though. I'm sorry. That's just how it works. So the dwarves are like the technologically advanced race. They're really good at smithing, and they have like machines and stuff. Much like a dwarf race in another video game series with some, I think it contains some like old scrolls of some kind. I don't remember the name though. Alright, just some casual quick save jumping here. I hope you enjoy the loading screen. It actually happens a lot in the game, so when you like submit a run to YouTube, sometimes they actually like the thumbnail that pops up can be just the loading screen, because it happens so much. I don't know how YouTube calculates their thumbnail things though, but you know, I think that's a good indicator on how much it happens. Ancient Papers. My favorite video game franchise, Ancient Papers. Alright, so we're skipping a lot of stuff. I forgot a lot about what you actually do in the casual run of this game. But there I know that you're supposed to like do like a drawbridge or something. Like, why would we do that? That sounds boring. We can just jump over everything. Also, we'll need to like keep our. We need to get our rune power up to like 75%. I think we're gonna get that soon though. It's for a little trick that saves like 4 seconds, I think, or something later. It's a little optimal. I think that was my trick, by the way, the 4-second trick. So I'm very proud of it, even though it saves like no time in a one hour run. Here's a cool little trick. We just clip through when grabbing a ledge. And now we wait for the elevator. Ah shit, I should have picked up that rune. But I can't do it now because I'm gonna lose time. God damn.
Hello, Runner Boy. Would you like me to read a donation?
Hey, sure, go ahead.
Okay. We have a donation from Zuketra. It says, quality gameplay.
Ah, thanks. Quality gameplay. Thank you, Zook.
I agree.
They probably didn't hear that donation though, since there was loud explosions in the game. I don't know if they heard that.
I heard it. I was monitoring that.
Oh, okay, good. Alright, now we're gonna see some of the hideous imagery, guys, so look away, you know. If you have some empathy, you should look away now, or else you're gonna start crying. You see here a lonely goblin escaping from his prison by the evil dwarf men. They keep them slaves. Really, really horrific imagery here. We're gonna see some oh shit, he's not dead yet. We actually need to kill those. He just didn't die, I guess. Yeah, we're gonna see some even more horrible stuff later though, so I'm gonna tell you before, so you can look away. YOLO-T. I haven't deciphered the Dwarven language in this game yet. Also, they have landmines. Walking landmines. Those are pretty cool. All right, close your eyes if you don't like slavery, because this is pretty horrific. I like the goblins, and to watch them just having to jog away on these treadmills to power the greedy, yucky dwarves machinery is sickening to me, at least. But we have to, you know, we're just doing them a favor. We're saving their life in misery, ending it quickly. Don't worry. There is a skip here, I'm not gonna talk about it because I didn't do it because I'm a pussy. And that's just how it is. Because the glitch is like... It uses your quick save, quick loads, right? So you can get stuck in an infinite quick save, quick load death loop. And it's not fun. And it's a really buggy glitch and you don't even see what's happening. So it's like, yeah, nah thank you. I'm gonna pass on that one. The only hard trick in the game I pass on. Good speedrunner. Great gameplay. Alright, this section I'm actually very surprised I managed to make it through without falling down. And because if you grab the ledge, you're gonna get blown off the platform. The wind there is kind of wonky. I don't know how it works, but it works and you get blown off the map, and that's not good. Not ideal for a speedrun, that's for sure. It's nice to have the quick save, quick load thing though, because we can also do like massive leaps of faith without taking any damage, because we can just jump at the end of them. Also, they body shame these undead monsters. These be very scraggy creatures. Come on, man. Skeletons have feelings too, okay? Alright, now we just need to kill all the big the dwarf captain guys. I think there's just 3 of them. So I'm just gonna kill all of them to be certain. Actually, the story behind the undead like super monsters is that they are undeads, and they step into Loki's trademarked super goo that turns them into super monsters. But they like turn more skinny than they were though. But they're like super monsters, so they're tall at least. But yeah, Loki's super goo. We're gonna have a taste of Loki's super goo later, and it's gonna turn us into a damn cool demon guy. It's gonna be fun. Alright, this elevator is super slow, but so is the quick save, quick loading. So, you know, we got the lesser of two slows there. Soon we're gonna get probably the best weapon in the game for the speedrun and the casual playthrough, I think. It's the Dwarven hammer. It has such a nice moveset too. The movesets of the two-handed hammers are really superior for our purposes. Because what we want to do is we want to bonk the dwarfs on the head real hard. Then they die instantly. And the hammers are really easy to do that with. I don't know, I haven't played the multiplayer. I think there's more like finesse to the weapon selections in when people do that. I read some pretty detailed analysis of the weapons. It isn't that deep in this. In the speedrun, we just go for the best weapons that are within reach, really. Especially since we're playing on easy, it's not like anything very important. Alright, here we want to make sure that we're not in the air while the cutscene plays. If the cutscene plays while we're in the air, we just fall down, the cutscene ends, and we're dead.
This indulgent structure is new. It seems the Dwarf Lord has built a temple to himself. The dwarves are indeed excellent smiths, but without their leader they will scatter in fear, and their use to Loki will be at an end. Seek out the Dwarf Lord within, Ragnar. Destroy the creature vain enough to appoint himself a demigod, and the runes will tell of how you crippled his entire army.
Yeah, I think this marathon had a lack of cutscenes, so I'm glad to be able to bring you guys some good cutscenes. So Odin there was just talking about how much he hates the dwarves because they're like, they don't like the gods. They just like, no, I don't like gods. And this dwarf king that we're gonna face off against soon, he like thinks he's a demigod or something. It's kind of fun. So the dwarves are just generally dicks in this game. I think they're the worst faction. I hate them. Also, they have these big shields, so fighting them in casual can be really annoying because you hit their shield, they drop the shield, and then they pick up the shield again. So you're like, nah, come on, man. Also, now they're stuck in the cutscene, but I'm not stuck in the cutscene, so I can just kill them while they're stuck in the cutscene. Also, here's my super trick. If you petrify them, we just killed that dwarven automaton so hard it died twice. It counted for the death of both the automatons. I'm very proud of that. I very much like that trick. That was the petrifying rune power of this maze. So the first kill, when we petrify him, that counts as a kill, and when we kill the statue, that counts as a kill. Pretty cool. Oh, I'm sorry I talked over his dialogue here. I'm sure you understand his gibberish dwarf language. Alright, this is the one boss fight in the game, I guess, kinda. Depends on what you call a boss fight. There's no like, I don't know. I guess we have like one kind of a boss fight later too. But this is the only one I would call like a real boss fight. Sadly though, it's just a big gimmick where you just hit levers, you know? This is the definition of a gimmick boss fight, really. It's pretty cute though. Yeah, in higher difficulties this fight will be a bit more tedious, because you have to like hide all the time. You can't just like take damage like I'm doing right now. Also look at him. It's kind of weird death animation. There we had to wait a bit before we skipped the cutscene, or else we would get stuck. So now we're transitioning out of the dwarf part of the game. We killed their king, and that's supposed to like cripple their army. So now we're just heading in for the final section of the game to face off against, well, we're going into Loki's temple essentially. That's gonna be interesting. There's gonna be probably the best voice acting in the game. So that's gonna be cool. But this is just a big valley where we just like enjoy the movement. I think, yeah, this is the same way they like do quick movement in Unreal too. They just do the side dashing. They turn a little bit left and then they side dash, right? It's really fun thing to try to get good at. It's not very hard though, I guess. Here we skip. If we walk into the bridge normally, the bridge gets destroyed. But since we are just like hipsters, we don't conform with society's norms. We enter it from the side, and it doesn't actually like blow up. So we can just walk straight over it. Here's another showcase of how enemies can get stuck in cutscenes while you can just hammer away at them. These guys, for example, we can just kill, and yeah, they won't fight back. Yeah, so there's the green thing. That's Loki's like venom. If you know Norse mythology, which you probably do, right? Loki is like damned to sit and get snake venom into his fucking mouth for like until Ragnarok happens. Because he like, I think it's because he killed Baldur. You know, Baldur, the most charismatic, like, you know, the coolest god man, got killed by Loki. Because Loki found his one weakness. He was like invulnerable, and Loki found his one weakness, which was the mistletoe. Pretty damn cool story. Throughout the game we've actually heard Loki's laughter. That I hadn't pointed it out though. And we're gonna hear it a lot now, because Loki is like the trickster god, and he likes to like laugh at everything. Also, since he's the trickster god, of course he's gonna have like a trickster mace in this, and that's gonna be oof to get through. In casual, that was so confusing, man. It's pretty much just trial and error too. Loki's kids are jerks. Yeah, his kids are like the Fenrir wolf and the worm that encircles the world, the Jormungandr, and Hel, of course, the keeper of the Underworld. Deepest lore, the deepest lore, guys. People take doctorates and masters in this. The lore of this game, actually, the people study for hours. It's pretty interesting. Luckily, I have been through this maze a few times, so I actually didn't fail it once. But enjoy the cutscene. This is the best voice acting in the game.
One-eyed one! Have you come at last to set me free? Or have you come to gloat upon my twisted form? not Odin. He does not forgive. And neither do I, you misbegotten old wretch. I will destroy you, Father, just like Baldur. I will. Now, I am destroying you, old one-eye. There are so many you've discarded, forgotten. Me, my daughter, the souls you condemned to her realm, dishonored you called them, not worthy of your precious Valhalla. But they are great in number, and through my schemes and with my blood, they will rise to crush Asgard itself.
With my blood. I mean, it's kind of like, it kind of sounds like a bit of overacting, but I think it's good. I enjoy it, and I've heard it a couple of times. Okay, so we're soon going to activate the venom and turn it into Loki's super goo, and get like super like roided up. Yeah, look at this. There we go. This is why I call it the super goo. We just turned into a superhuman muscular man.
The mortal one. Mortal no longer.
Are you so driven to aid your fellow humans that you would abandon your own humanity? Odin does not care for monsters, warrior! If once he aided you, he will surely shun you now. Or perhaps he will strike you down, just as he condemned his own son to be chained to this rock. Stay with me, my creature. Join the others of my blood, and together we will march into Ragnarok and assault the halls of Asgard.
Good. That, yeah, the voice acting in this game is just supreme. I really enjoy it. We're just gonna wait here for a little bit, because the venom now, it like refreshes our health. Because we're now like part of Loki's army, I guess, you know. So now we're getting really close to the end, and we're actually on a super good time. I didn't expect to go this quick while trying to also speak. But I guess we're just going really quick, that's good. And here we see some of the men from our old village. That's a guy, I don't remember his name, so we won't talk about him. But this is Ulf, you know? You saw him in the tutorial thing? We fought him, that's the first enemy we fought. Well, enemy or enemy, he's our friend, but he's dead now. I don't know why they're hanging here though. Because they were supposed to drown in the boat accident? Well, not accident, we got killed by Conrak, the evil man in this game. But no. No, they're hanging here for some reason. I don't know. There's probably a really good reason for that. I just haven't found it yet. Also, to the guy asking about the Viking broadsword, we got it now. Okay, I just got it for you. Because it's a cool weapon. But we're gonna stick to the mace. This last section of the game is super sketchy. There's like two ways the game can crash here. If we fall down, the game crashes instantly. It just crashes. And there's a cutscene. Then that when a sound plays, the game crashes. So we're gonna make sure not to fall down and not to let the sound play from the cutscene, or else the game crashes, and that would be a bad experience for everyone. We could actually turn off the audio though. Yeah, there we go. If you turn off the audio, the cutscene doesn't crash your game. I don't know why that's the thing, but it's a thing. you know, you have to appreciate the game's flaws as well. They give charm, I think. Don't make a sound, chat. Alright, we're getting super close to just finishing the game now. We just have to kill Conrak. Conrak is now ascended to super demon form as we have, so we'll have the super like anime fight between the two super strong demon guys. And yeah, and then we're gonna watch some cutscenes, and then we're gonna walk over the. Well, I'm not gonna spoil it. You could figure out what's gonna happen later. Alright, I hope you guys are ready for the intense final boss fight, guys. This is really intense, by the way, so if you I'm just joking. The guy just has a fucking terrible AI when he goes on top of the slope. I really japed you there, didn't I? You've never heard a speedrunner do something like that in the marathon. The guy just got stuck on the slope.
You have done well, bravest of my warriors. Fear not for the people of your village. They are safe in the hands of my servant Bragi, far from Loki's wrath. But know that chaos is afoot in the land, and the Fimble winter approaches. Loki's schemes are without number, and one day soon he
let me know when time's coming up.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
The tribes of man must continue to prepare for the contest to come, but your place now is on battlefields far beyond Midgard.
Alright, so what I essentially said there is that we cancelled Ragnarok for now, but it's gonna happen later anyway. So we might as well just crush the runestone and start at Ragnarok, because it's gonna happen anyway. Oh, I didn't like that sound. That sounded bad. Sounded like the game crashed.
And I have not found you lacking.
That was Monkas.
The runes tell of Ragnar Jarlsson. They will speak of the first living warrior welcomed into the halls of Asgard.
Alright, time is coming up real soon here. It's when we start walking on the beautiful Kappa Pride bridge, guys. You know what to do. Alright, welcome to the gate to Asgard, I guess.
The Rainbow Bridge, warrior. A place
there we go.
set
Time.
for you at the banquet table of Valhalla.
Oh, awesome run.
Thanks.
That was 1 hour, 3 minutes and 11 seconds.
That's a really good time for a good ending. That could have been world record in bad ending. That was a really good run. I want to shout out some people though. I want to shout out Cubeface. I want to shout out Dracu, old runners of this game. Essentially made the routes first. And then I want to shout out Cryptoid, a guy who came later than me, but he just wrecked all my times and made a lot of new strats. So shout out to him too. Much love. And shout outs to the chat. I was a little bit excited. There was like 1,000 people. I didn't expect this many people. But the chat were really welcoming, guys. So applause to the chat too. I really like you guys. You guys were great. And yeah, that was Rune. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for running. Gonna go.